Hello everyone, I'm Terry Duke, and welcome to the Bannerlord For Newbies tutorials, where I explain in detail every aspect of the gameplay in Mount & Blade 2 Bannerlord. For the first part of this series, we are looking at Bannerlord's skill tree. Bannerlord is, after all, an RPG with a leveling system to improve a wide range of different skills, which all affect the gameplay in some capacity. Having a better understanding of the skill tree will also be useful when creating your character, as choices made in the process will determine which skills you start with. So in this video I will explain the skill tree window, what each skill does, and how to level up, both normally and by cheating. So let's do this. While on the world map in the game, you can access your character window by pressing C or by clicking the icon here at the bottom. Now this is the main skill tree window, and there's a lot going on, so let's break it down. At the very top is your character, and right underneath your level, and how much XP you need to get to the next level. If you had other characters in your party, like family members or companions, you could use the arrows on either side to go through each character. On the left side of the screen are the skills, which are divided into 6 distinctive categories. You've got Vigor, which is basically strength for hand-to-hand combat. You have Control, which is for ranged combat. You have Endurance, which is for both riding and running, as well as Smithing. Though Smithing is an entire video on its own. Cunning is mostly about strategy, the Scouting allows you to spot enemies from far away, Tactics is about leading troops into battles, and Roguery is about being a criminal. Social is for your ability to have good relationships with the NPCs. The Charm skill will help you perceive other NPCs to join your cause. Leadership is about your ability to manage your kingdom, and under Trade you will get better deals for when selling and buying items. And finally, under Intelligence, these mostly have to do with logistics. Steward affects how many troops you can lead, Medicine affects whether you can heal your troops, and Engineering is pretty good for building catapults during sieges, as well as building all kinds of projects in towns and castles. As to which attribute is more important, it really depends on the character build that you want. Obviously, if you wanted to become more of an archer, there's no point in investing in Vigor, for example. But broadly speaking, for the long term, I would say that Vigor, Control, and Endurance are largely personal skills, that is, they improve you as a warrior, but Cunning, Social, and Intelligence are party skills, that is, they impact your army. And as your army becomes bigger, your impact as an individual warrior matters less and less. So as the game goes, you should go from focusing on personal skills to more party skills. So to level up any skills, you need 2 things. To level up your character, of course, by getting XP, and by using said skills that you want to improve. This is what differs Bannerlord from a lot of RPGs. If, say, you wanted to become very good with spears, you can't just invest points in polearm and instantly get better at it. You need to actively use spears in combat, and when you do, you will see at the corner of the screen your skill in polearm increasing gradually. To know more about any skills, simply click on them. This will show you all of the details in the center of the screen. At the top you will see all passive effects you currently have from the skill in question. On the right, you can click on the plus icon to see what needs to be done to improve the skill. In this case, to improve skill with a one-handed weapon, you need to fight with a one-handed weapon. So if you want to improve Engineering, for example, you click on Engineering, then you click on the plus, and it will tell you that to improve your engineering skills you have to build siege engines and use them effectively in sieges. Under each skill, you see the skill tree. The top cursor shows you your current level in that skill, and the bottom cursor shows you your current learning limit. This is where leveling up your character comes into play. As you level up, you are given both attribute points and focus points. Attribute points will let you increase, well, attributes. Increasing Vigor, for instance, will increase the learning rate, as well as extend the learning limit for all skills within the attribute. Focus points, on the other hand, will improve the learning rate and extend the learning limit of the specific skill that you want. You can add attribute points by simply clicking on them and adding them right here, and you can add focus points by clicking on the skill and then clicking on the plus button right here. Each attribute is capped at 10, while focus points are capped at 5. So if I were, for example, to cap Vigor and one-handed, it would look something like this. As you can see, I don't reach the maximum learning limit, but that's also because I'm at a low level. The learning limit slowly increases with each level, so eventually it is possible to max out a skill. But before you ask, no, without cheating, it is impossible to max out every single skill. At the end of the day, you still have to make choices. Speaking of choices, as you level each skill, you go up the tree and unlock perks. Perks will give benefits both for you, but also occasionally for the troops under your command and your settlements. Simply hover your mouse on the skill to see what it offers, and then choose the skill that best matches your gaming style. Under one-handed, for example, there are perks that affect your skills based on whether you use a sword or a mace. So if you prefer swords, you should never use a perk that increases your bonuses with maces and axes, for instance. However, these choices don't have to be permanent. If you ever want to change a perk with another, you can do so by speaking to tournament masters in arenas. Simply go to any town, then go to the arena, Then as you talk to the tournament master, just choose the teacher's option at the bottom. If for instance I want to change my one-handed skill, I just apply it, I go to vigor, I go to one-handed. Now obviously this will cost a bit of money, but once you do pay for it, you can simply go back to your character menu and you will get to choose again. Now I know it can be grindy to level up and max out skills, so there are ways that I know of on PC to cheat to instantly level up or increase the speed at which you learn. Again, this is on PC. This part will not work for console players. So to make yourself instantly level up, simply hit the Alt and Tilde key on your keyboard to bring up the command console. If you're not familiar with this, it's basically a console that allows you to type in cheats. You can level up, but also do tons of different things. I suggest you follow my full guide sheet to learn more, but currently we'll focus on leveling up. I left the main comments in the description, but basically you can add as many attributes and focus points as you want by following the commands shown on screen right now. Then you can just go in character menu, and the points will have appeared and you can just use them wherever you want. This is great for giving yourself attributes and focus points, but if you want to make yourself max out on all of the skills, you're going to need to use this formula. Be warned though, I don't know of a command for undoing it, so whatever you set, you might lose all previous skills. But typing the number 275 at the end, it will basically max out all of your skills. Here we go. And if we look at the character screen now, yeah, everything is maxed out. With the following formula, you can reset all of your skills back to 0. And now once we look, everything is at 0, everything completely. If you only want to level up one specific skill, then you can use this command. But let's say you're not looking to reach skills immediately, but just to make the game less grindy, make it faster to learn skills. You can absolutely do that by using the Bannerlord Cheats mod, link in the description. If you don't know how to install mods, my guide on that is also in the video description. Once you've installed Bannerlord Cheats, load your game, and through the menu go into Options, then go into the Mod Options, select Cheats with your character, and then scroll all the way down to Experience. And right here, under Learning Rate Multiplier, you can increase this as much as you want to essentially make it so that you learn skills much faster. You can also increase the learning limit so that you can unlock all of the skills without having the need to use focus points at all. As a result, this will make the game a lot less grindy and also allow you to max out multiple skills, as you can see from my main character here. As you can see, this is exactly what I did with my current character, and she pretty much maxed out in almost everything. She is quite overpowered. But anyway, this was the skill tree and how it works and how you can cheat around it. If you have more questions, feel free to ask me in the comments and I'll reply when I can. While you're at it, if you found this guide useful, you can support me with a like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and be on the lookout for more Bannerlord guides in the future. I'll see you next time.